Hi everyone, this is Dango. In this video, I'm going to introduce an unofficial tournament for Apex Arena. So we call it Apex Arena Season B or Season 13. And this is held by Asana Chen, Mitruzek, Straw, and me. So we need to say special thank you to Asana Chen because she provided the gift card for the winner. So the winner will have $100 either Google Play card or Atino card. So yeah, basically, this is an Apex Arena tournament. So it basically follows a similar rule of Apex Arena. So those will be double elimination, and each of the battle will be BO3, so best of three. So except for the final that is going to be best of five. So there will be a lot of interesting battles, and we actually adjust the rule a little bit to adjust the future adjustment that is coming to the global server because in the global server, players will actually, like for the playoff season for the BO3, players can actually adjust their box in between battles. So we allow players to make minor adjustment of their box between battles. So you can basically switch up to 6 characters, so that this battle will be less predictable. So yeah, so this is just a little bit adjustment that we made for the tournament, but the other looks very similar to the Apex Arena in Season 2. So basically, yeah, we will we will generate the brackets later, and yeah, players will just fight, within the bracket. They will just fight against each other, and losers will have another chance to see if they can remain in the battle or they are eliminated. So yeah, the match is going to last for the whole March. The round one is going to start today, so players will find it's kind of flexible because we hope players to find the best time to play. So they have to, discuss with their opponents about the time to play. But generally they have 2 days to finish their battle, and after they finish the battle, like either Straw or Hazu Channel or Mitruzek, or me myself, we will make some commentary videos or maybe some even live videos on all these matches. And yeah, so this is going to be very interesting. After 2 weeks, we will know who will be the winner of this interesting Apex Arena match. So later, Straw will join me to get the bracket. So that's going to be very exciting. And we will briefly introduce the players in this Apex Arena battle. Okay, Straw. Now it is our chance to figure out the bracket. Now we have all the names in the upper bracket. This is the North American time zone players, including Snowman, Dango, Straw, Editor, Manson, Absolute, Luxid, and Hazu Channel. So we will basically use this fancy system to draw names one by one, and yeah, and then the names will be sequenced by this result. So the players that will get closer will play against each other. So let's just start. And yeah, let's start. The first one is who is going to be that? It's going to be Luxid. Is that a Luxid? Oh yes, Luxid. So Luxid is the first name, and we are going to remove Luxid from here. So, and we put Luxid here. So Luxid is the next one is going to be the one fighting against the Luxid. Do you want to fight against the Luxid, Straw?
I mean, I think everyone on our side is pretty strong. Oh, it's
Okay,
gonna be
it looks
Snowman.
like
Okay.
Snowman. Oh, okay, Snowman versus Luxid. Interesting. Okay, so Snowman is the second, and then let's remove Snowman, and now the third name. Not many left now. So the surname is going to be.
It's not me.
It's
Okay.
going to be
It's fine.
Editor.
It's gonna be that.
Okay. Editor. Okay. Now let's start the next. There's only 5 left. There's only 5 left.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be Manson
It's
or
gonna be
Absol.
Absol.
Absol. Okay.
That's fair. That's
Okay.
fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be Absol, and then only 4 left. Only 4 left. Okay, we will see. We will see. So the next one is going to be.
Oh, it's
It
gonna
looks
be
like
me.
it's going to
It's
be,
gonna
yeah,
be me. Yeah,
yeah.
it's
That's
gonna be
going to
me.
be Straw.
Okay. Who's
Okay,
gonna fight me?
yeah. And who is going to fight with? We have a winner. Why it is pasting that? Okay. Oh, okay. It's my bad. So that's going to be Straw, and then remove that. So it's only. So this is the only one that matters, cause the other two will fight. So it looks like it's going to
Oh,
be.
Hazuchio. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that's going to be Hatsuchio. Okay, interesting. So yeah, I don't think we need to do the other two because it's just
So
going
it's
to
just you and
be Manson
Tango and
and me.
Manson. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so now we're going to do the other half. So the other half is going to be the European and Asian time zone. And
Right.
still we have 8 players. That's going to be Method, Curie,
Sealy. Yeah.
Seui,
Newbie.
okay, Newbie, Maruru, Tomato, Cracks, Mitrozak, and Charlton. So let's see
Here we
who will
go.
be
Here
the
we go.
first lucky name. Okay, it's going to be Curie.
Oh, Sealy. Yeah.
Siri, yeah. Okay, interesting. So let me just paste. So who is going to fight with Siri? Is that going to be Charlton? It looks so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Charlton.
Charlton.
You know his name means cat in French.
Okay.
Yeah.
So remove that, and then the next one. It's going to be
Maruru.
Maruru.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
Who's he gonna fight now?
So I know Maruru fight against the Cracks in season 2. So if let's see, oh, it looks like it is not Cracks now. It's going to be
Oh,
Method.
oh, okay.
Okay.
That's an interesting match. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the hiding effort is not going to be effective now. Okay. So the next one is going to be Newbie. Okay, let's see who
Yeah.
is fighting with
Newbie.
Newbie. Let's see who is fighting with Newbie.
Maybe Mitruzak.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Sadly, it's not.
Let's
It's
go with
Tomato,
Tomato.
actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
so Tomato is one of the anti-rush player, right? Newbie is one of the rush players, so that's going to be interesting as well. And the 2 players left are going to be Cracks and Mitrozak.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this will be the upper bracket. I mean, no, it's just it's going to be the. So let's just it's going to be the NA bracket. So
Right.
Luxid,
First 8 players.
Snowman, Luxid, Snowman, and then Editor, Absol, Straw,
Yeah. It's Tar, Absol, Straw, Hazuchi.
Editor, Absol, Straw,
Straw, Hazuchio, and then Dango and
Ezechiel.
Manson. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So and then the later part is so Siui, Charlton, Maruru. Siui, Charlton, Maruru.
No. You gotta put Murrow below Shatton, and then Method. Yeah. Switch those two.
Okay, okay. And then Method, Newbie, Tomato, Newbie,
Yeah, you gotta
Tomato.
bring Newbie down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Newbie, tomato, cracks, major Zach. Okay, yeah, that's going to be the bracket. So let's check the bracket. So Luxed versus Snowman, Azitar versus Absol, Straw versus Hazel Channel. This Hazel Channel should be playing Lemon's account. Dango versus Manson, Seui versus Chetan, Maruru versus Method, Newbie versus Tomato, Cracks versus Michuzak. Okay, that looks very interesting.
Yeah,
And
interesting.
yeah, that's just a wish us all have good luck. And yeah, that's going to be a very fun games. So now we're going to talk about the players in this interesting Apex Arena Season 13. So those are very, like those are players that really enjoyed Langrisser Mobile because they keep playing after 12 seasons. So let's just briefly introduce each player. So let's start with Luxid. So Luxid is one of the like very strong player. He's from Korean, and yeah, his skill is very good, and he failed pretty hard. He's like the top 8 or top four in season 2 of Apex Arena. So really strong. Uh, Straw, how
Yeah,
about you
he's
introduce some snowman?
a snowman. Snowman. He's uh he's a kind of like a PVE whale, but yeah, he's like
Yeah.
number one power in Rogue Valley.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
He's
The
even
thing,
higher than Roy Lee.
yeah, he is.
Wow, okay, that's amazing. Yeah, I know Snowman is trying to improve the PvP skill as well recently, right? So,
Yes.
yeah, that's going to be an interesting battle.
Yeah,
So,
he's
yeah,
pretty strong. His units are very strong as well.
yeah.
So it'll be an interesting match.
Yeah. So Azitar, I would say, should be like in a similar situation with Snowman, like first focus on PvE a lot, but like recently started to like improve his PvP skills, and he also like summons and summons some like strong PvP characters to make his PvP battle a lot more like a lot better. So yeah, a very interesting player definitely, and yeah is also in the racing stage.
Absol is yeah, he's from my server.
Hmm.
He's quite strong. Um, yeah, I did play against him like a few times and never lost, but I would say he's pretty strong.
Yeah. We will see how these battles go.
Yeah, that
And
looks like an interesting match there.
yeah, and Stroll is one of the. I think Stroll used to be a like super rush like player in season 1, like never picks a tank. First they pick either Zareta or Listel, and then he kind of changed a little bit to become a full-time AoE player in season 2. Like first
What?
they pick,
I don't think
first they
that's
pick.
true.
Yeah, I mean, cause your box people always ban your land use, so you have to go juggler. And when you go juggler, your sexy AoE usually helps you win the battle. Is that what I observed? Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I basically played like I'm in season 3 when I was in season 2 with the AOE
yeah,
from Juggler. Yeah.
yeah. So we will see what straw will bring us here. And yeah, you can introduce a little bit about your opponent.
Hazuchu, I think you know him better. Do you want to talk about him? Well,
Yeah,
everybody probably knows him, the PvPs, because he played
yeah.
Lemon's account and he won season 2. So,
Yeah, and interestingly, he's going to continue using Lemon's account in this match as well. So we're going to see Hazotrail in full power, right? Lemon's account is super strong, and Hazotrail is also a very good strategy player in PvP. He actually joined the strategy squad as one of the PvP strategy player. Strategy squad used to only have like me myself doing PvP content, and I'm very glad that another PvP player joined us. So that's very good. Also, I mean, Mitruzak also joined that. Yeah, but yeah, he's definitely a very strong and interesting player. We will see if Straw can
hmm
can handle him or not. Okay.
hmm okay. Next is Dango. Yeah. Do you want to talk about yourself, or do you want me to
N-
introduce you?
No, you should introduce me.
Okay. I mean, Dango is a very strong player, right?
I
He's
don't know.
uh sometimes he's patient, sometimes he rushes. Like he likes doing different things. So
Yeah.
I don't think his plays are very predictable.
Yeah, I think same thing for Manson. Manson is a very unpredictable player, and he's one of the well that rest so many characters in this game that allows him to do different things like either tank push or like rush, or even he can bring a sexy Omega into the battlefield. So a very versatile and hard to predict player. Yeah, so we will see how this goes.
Next is in the European region or the Asian
Mm-hmm.
region is
Yeah.
Siui. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure, but he is. I've never played him, so
You never played him?
I think I played him once in season two, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't really remember.
Did you
But I
check
think,
yeah, did you
go
check
ahead.
some his battle though? I remember you had pretty high interest in this player.
Oh, did I? No, I've never. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played him, but well, I know he
Okay.
uses Omega because he's Zelda follower, right? He's an
Okay,
Omega
yeah,
Law
yeah.
follower.
Yeah.
So,
He's one of the players in like things like Omega is very strong. And indeed Omega is pretty strong. That's how Zelda was winning till the final. So yeah, we will see.
well, the one thing about him is he started quite late. So I think he started around like season one started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think he's doing quite well. He's doing pretty well,
Yeah.
starting really late.
Mm-hmm. And Charlton, yeah, Charlton is actually a very like traditional player. I think he was using three tanks in season two, and first pick Yulia, so a very dedicated player for tank push strategy, and just to kill your tank. And yeah, it's very. I think the style is kind of similar to Zensin. We will see if he plans to make any changes in season three because season three tank push is not really easy because a lot of players decided to go the rush style. So yeah, and then it makes Yulia not super worse for the first pick. So we will see if Charlton can adjust himself into this new environment or not.
Okay, Mururu, he is. Yeah, he's Mururu's pretty good. What can
Yeah.
I say? Yeah, his
Yes.
box is actually not very strong. It's not very meta, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
He's a low
Mm-hmm.
spender, so
Yeah.
but I think he utilizes box pretty well.
Yes.
He can tank push, or he can play standard, and he can also rush. And yeah, he's a
Yeah.
very versatile player, I would say.
Yeah. In season two, I think like for all the top eight players, he was the lowest spending player there, right? Yeah, I think everyone whales are pretty like bigger whales or like higher spender compared to Maruru. And yeah, his team was still using like ISR characters like Varna, but yeah, he just makes those ISR characters and the characters that you think is not super strong, like very impressive. So that's very good. And he's playing one of the top whale now, Method. Yeah, so Method is in my guild, and yeah, it's definitely I would say the top five whale in this game, and just usually just max out everything. So yeah, it's this battle is going to be interesting. It's basically a battle between like top players, like a top whale versus a top more free to play friendly player. So that's
Well,
very interesting.
I did hear a couple of rumors that Method went free to play now, so he's not whaling anymore.
Yeah.
And I think this match
Yeah.
is interesting because I heard another rumor that Mururu never beat Method ever. So
Yeah.
maybe he
Let,
can this time. You know?
let's see after Method stops spending if Maruru can have a
Yeah,
chance to beat
maybe. Yeah,
Method.
maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe. But I was so shocked when I check Method. He has like 10 of the terror of hand.
Oh, the tier. Yeah, turn.
Yeah,
How you say it?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy. I only have
yeah,
one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty crazy. Yeah, so be
yeah,
careful, Maruru, and let's see how Maruru can do here.
yeah.
So the next player is Newbie. So Newbie still call himself Newbie after playing so many seasons. This is Apex 13. Yeah, Apex Arena season 13, and we still have a newbie here. But if you take Newbie as a newbie, then he will rush you to death.
Yeah, Newbie's pretty strong. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
underestimate him. Yeah.
yeah.
And we have Tomato. He's
Hmm.
completely free to plplay. He doesn't even use
Hmm.
Clock of Forgiveness.
Hmm.
So, and he's a very strong player.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah, even though he's
he's
free to
in
play.
playoff. He's in playoff in all the season one and season
Hmm.
two, and play very aggressive. I remembered he had a very good battle with the top whale like Roy Lee or something. Roy Lee or Luxed, I forget. But yeah, very strong player.
Yeah, and Cracks is another very low spender. I would say
Hmm.
close to free to play.
Yeah, in Dark Cave.
Um, Dark Cave.
Yeah, Dark Cave has a
Zelda
lot of.
server.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Dark
have a
Cave.
lot of good players there.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of good players and a lot of Omega lover, but Krax is actually not one of the Omega lover that I remember of. Yeah, I I think Krax is more focused on like the traditional tank push team strategy right now. But we will see if he adjusts and this is going to be like very interesting between Cracks and Mitruzak because we know Cracks is like playing this traditional tank push, is trying to play defensively, I would say. But whereas Mitruzak never plays defensively, he's like the one of the the fastest player. It's just trying to rush you from turn one.
Well, he doesn't like it when he's called a rush player. Let's
He
just say he's a more of a tankless
aggressive,
player for the most part.
aggressive player.
Yeah, he
But
doesn't
I
like it when he's when you call him aggressive player.
Why? But he's very rushy. Like there was one
Yeah.
time I play, he teleported his like his deer heart, just to kill my characters in turn one, and basically shocked me. Yeah. So I had to figure out how to come back after that. Yeah, it's very very aggressive.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think he's pretty versatile too. Even though he
Hmm.
doesn't necessarily draft tank.
Yeah,
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 he sometimes he's really patient and then he'll just
yeah,
stay back
yeah, yeah, yeah.
forever. Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah, very interesting. So we will see how these games goes, and yeah, that's all the players. So yeah, it looks like there will be very interesting battles, including yours, for sure, versus the previous champion Hazard Channel. So we will
Hmm.
see if you can stop the champion or you're just being ruined by the champion.
Well, the interesting thing about this tournament is we have a losers bracket, right?
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
can always yeah,
You can
make your way
always come
back.
back later.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So I guess that's all about this video, and we will definitely follow up with all these interesting matches later, and we will, provide some comments and, like some strategies within those battles. So just stay tuned, and yeah, I will see you guys later. Peace.